This is part 2 of the video, installation of the plow conversion system onto the John Deere 54 frame. Part 1, we saw the installation of the moldboard conversion kit onto the moldboard. So before we start the video, let's go over what you'll receive in the kit, tools you'll need to install the plow conversion system, and we'll review some safety topics. In the plow conversion system, you'll receive the plow conversion system fully assembled. You'll receive 3 pivot shafts and 1 locking angle shaft. You'll receive 2 hydraulic hoses, 1 hydraulic fitting, 5 washers, and 5 retaining rings. The tools required, starting at the left of your screen, you'll need a ratchet with an extension. You'll need a 3/8, a 3/4, and a 1 1/8 inch socket. You'll need a pair of 9/16 wrenches. You'll need a 5/8, 3/4, and 1 1/8 inch wrench. Note that the open end of your 1 1/8 inch wrench cannot exceed 2 5/16 inches wide. You'll need a hammer. We recommend a rubber mallet. If you don't have a rubber mallet, you can use a hammer with a block of wood. You'll need a tapered pin. You'll need a pair of retaining ring pliers, and you'll need a roll of Teflon tape. At Marric Products, we cannot put enough emphasis on safety. During assembly, you should be wearing safety glasses and abrasion-resistant gloves. You should utilize blocking material to support loads and get assistance if lifting heavy loads, or use proper lifting devices. And finally, refer to the assembly manual and pay special attention to sections highlighted with caution symbols. The first step of installing the plow conversion system is to support the load with blocking. The blocking is positioned so we have access to the hydraulic angle ram nut and bolt that we'll be removing in this step. We'll also remove the hydraulic ram. We'll loosen and remove one of the jam nuts. If your plow is not equipped with a hydraulic angling ram, it'll have a manual angle kit, which can be removed at this time using a 3/8 socket. So let's start disassembling. We remove the hydraulic angle ram. We remove the 1 jam nut, and we also reposition the blocking to be under the plow frame. Since we're using 1 hydraulic lift ram, we do not need to remove the hydraulic angle kit. If we were using the dual hydraulic lift kit, we would need to remove the angle kit because it'll interfere with the hydraulic rams. So let's continue to disassemble this, and we'll remove the remaining jam nut, and we'll pull off the angle frame. With the angle frame removed and the load properly supported with blocking, we can now remove the linkage which connects the hydraulic lift ram with the plow frame. Again, for demonstration purposes, we're using a piece of all thread. In your application, you will have a 1/2 inch bolt which goes through the top linkage and connects to the hydraulic lift ram. So let's start disassembling. With a 3/4 inch wrench and socket, we'll remove the bolts. Before we can install the plow conversion system, the spring clip must be flush to the top surface of the plow frame, and we'll do this with a hammer. We'll also check the top surface of the plow frame to make sure that there's no weld splatter around the welds. If there are, they'll have to be removed. We can now install the plow conversion system onto the plow frame. I'll reposition myself on top of the table to get better leverage. We can now reassemble. Using the 3/4 inch bolt that we removed from the angle frame, I recommend using a 3/4 inch washer, and we'll also use this lock pin that comes supplied in the kit. We'll get this installed first. And then we'll put the jam nut on hand tight, and we'll come back and we'll tighten the second jam nut on top of that. Now with the second jam nut, we'll install that, and we'll tighten the two jam nuts to each other. We can now connect the hydraulic lift ram with the plow conversion system. Now you notice that the eye of the lift ram does not line up with the plow conversion system. I'm going to reposition myself on top of the table. I'm going to lift up on the plow conversion system to get these to be in alignment. When they're close, I'll insert this tapered shaft, and then I'll insert the pin. Now let's install the hydraulic ram that controls the curling motion. And we'll do this by pulling this forward, inserting the pin to the rear, and then we will move this forward until these are in alignment. We're close to it. And then with the rubber mallet, tap them in. Okay. We do recommend Mobile One grease. You can get this at any automotive store. And we put that on the bearings and the bushings, so there will be some grease in there when the plow conversion system arrives, but we would recommend putting that on the shafts as well. Alright, our next step is secure these pins with the retaining rings, and also we'll put the washers on. So that's our next step. The kit comes supplied with a 90-degree fitting, which replaces the 45-degree fitting that's on the hydraulic angle ram. So when installed, it'll be facing out towards me. And then we will install the longer hoses supplied in the kit. It will be mounted like such. So let's go ahead and put some Teflon tape on our NPT threads only on this end, and not our JIC fittings on this end. Same thing with the hydraulic hoses. NPT fitting on this end, and a JIC fitting on this end. So only Teflon tape on this end. With the hydraulic fitting installed and the hydraulic hoses connected, and the quick connect fittings installed with their dust covers, we can now connect the hydraulic hoses to the tractor and test the functionality of the plow conversion system. The hydraulic lift ram will work just as it did with your John Deere 54 plow. As you pull back, it will raise. As you push forward, it will lower. If you push all the way forward, it will float. Your hydraulic angle ram, as you pull back with that, the front adapter piece should curl back. And as you push forward, the adapter piece will roll forward. If this is opposite, you'll need to switch your hydraulic hoses from left to right to left, or if it's the top and bottom configuration, you have to switch it from top to bottom to top. And this will fix or resolve any issue you have with the motion of your hydraulic lever. The last step is adjusting the moldboard mounting bracket to the adapter. We do this by sliding the pivot pin through the moldboard and through the adapter. We then use hydraulic pressure to drive the adapter against the moldboard. Meanwhile, we push the mounting bracket as far forward as it will go, and with a 3/4 inch wrench and a 3/4 inch socket, we tighten the mounting bracket. Once this is tight, you should be able to raise the bucket, roll it to a neutral position, and easily slide the pivot pin out of the moldboard. We hope these two videos have been helpful in demonstrating how easy it is to install the moldboard conversion kit and the plow conversion system. If you'd like to find out more about our products, please visit us at marricproducts.com, and thanks again for watching.